If you have a coffee lover on your holiday gift list, our first guests want to help you out. As co-founders of the world's most popular coffee website, Sprudge, they have gifted ideas for every price range. We welcome back the co-authors of But First Coffee, Jordan Michelman and Zachary Carlson. Great to have you guys back again.
Thank you.
You do have quite an array of things, quite an array of prices.
That's right, we do. Yes, we have something for everybody.
I love it. All right, Zachary, you start. Let's start over here. And these are in the lower price range, right?
That's right, yeah. The first thing we have is the But First Coffee book. That's the book that we both co-wrote.
Yeah.
It came out in October.
Good gift idea.
Great
Smart.
gift.
It's a perfect gift.
Smart idea.
But it's good for a beginner. It's good for an advanced user.
Right.
It's, there's something for everybody in that book.
Gotcha.
And moving along, it's the holiday season, which means it's time for holiday blends.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we've got a really nice one from Stumptown, their Evergreen blend. That's the one we're drinking right now.
Okay, it's really good, by the way.
And then all the way on the East Coast, in Georgia, we have Perk Coffee and their holiday blend. And we love the design of the packaging. It's just so playful, so fun. And the coffee's delicious.
Big time. Something fun that happens with all the holiday blends is companies kind of try to outdo each other with the art, make the art look
I
really
didn't even
cool.
know that.
Yeah, it's a really fun thing that happens every year, and we thought this art this year was especially cool.
Oh, yeah.
And we think it's cool. They also, that's the whole bean, and they also have instant coffee of the blend, which...
Instant coffee?
Yeah.
You guys are okay with instant coffee?
It's gotten a lot better in the last few years.
Yeah.
And sometimes it actually can be quite good.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. And then I see a jar in front.
That is a jar of coffee blossom honey. Bees will pollinate the coffee blossoms, which smell like jasmine, and impart this flavor in the honey. And this group, Onyx Coffee, coffeehoneyblossom.com.
Okay.
They have coffees from different farms that taste very different.
Wow.
And it's really, really
That
nice.
would be a great morning thing, wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah.
oh, that would be great. Okay, next up.
Oh yeah, that's Kia and Martin Specialty Coffee. That's a local roaster, another instant coffee, which makes a great stocking stuffer.
Let me pull this up for everyone to see. There
Great
we go.
local roaster, local indie roaster, really cool what they're doing.
Okay.
We also wanted to throw in some caffeine-free options, and Rishi Tea out of Wisconsin just released these really special, thoughtful tisanes, like herbal botanical blends. And they're just delicious.
That's a great idea because we have different coffee lovers in our life, and some of them prefer the non-caffeinated. I gotcha, but it's a tea.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Now you have lots of mugs, various mugs. Tell me about those. I think coffee mugs are always a great idea.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love giving mugs. I love getting mugs. We have a lot of mugs here that we featured in the book. A lot of these come from Radius Art Studio, which is in Southeast on Belmont. And
supporting local businesses is a priority, I think, this year.
absolutely. And we also have some really fun thrifted mugs that are special to us.
Yeah, going to the thrift store to look for mugs is a fun thing to do this time of year. And it's a great low-cost option, but it's kind of personal, or you can find stuff that you really like.
Right.
I've got this old Figment mug from Epcot Center, which is really a lot of fun. Mugs are also a great thing to, if you travel for work, or you've got some holiday travel.
Grab something, yeah.
So I've got a mug here from Zabar's, the great deli in the Upper West Side of New York that we brought home with, and we thought that was fun to get to feature too.
I love it. All right, let me get in between the two of you.
Okay. Of
course,
all right,
yeah.
and you're going to start.
Yeah, so moving up in the price range a little bit, we've got some options here for if you want to give, I think, a bigger gift for making coffee at home.
Sure.
And we really love ways to make coffee at home that are kind of repeatable. It can happen in a busy morning, but you'll have coffee that tastes great.
Right.
So the two things,
fresh.
exactly. The two things that are really helpful to do that with is to have a grinder for home and then to have a coffee maker for home. So this is a grinder from a brand called Baratza. This is their Encore grinder, which is their entry-level offering. It sells for about $100, $129 online, and it's perfectly consistent. It's really easy to use at home. And then this is a brewer.
Do you grind your coffee every morning?
Every morning, yeah.
Okay.
And it smells great, and it makes it sure what you're drinking is super fresh. and it's a really meaningful thing to add in to drink better coffee at home. And this is a brewer from a brand called Mocha Master, and it's a Dutch company, but their North American headquarters are actually right here in Oregon.
Oh,
And we have this in this cool kind of mint green color.
Oh, I love that.
I know.
That retro look. That's
You can get
awesome.
it in salmon, you can get it in, daisy yellow. There's all these kind of cool colors that look great with it. And when you're grinding coffee and doing this kind of stuff at home, it helps to have a nice scoop. So there's a little coffee scooper right there in the front.
You can see that, yeah.
Yeah, and that is made by a company called Planetary Design, and it's distributed by a company called Coffe Works.
What's nice is it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's got a great weight to it.
Yeah, and there's this nice thing with this stuff in coffee where like everything about it can be sort of beautiful and pleasurable. It feels nice in your hand, it looks nice on your counter, and that's a really nice way to sort of think about it.
Yeah.
Moving along.
I get that. That's really nice.
We have this beautiful scale here. When people get more into coffee, they start thinking about wanting to measure out every part of every step of it, measuring out the beans and making sure that you're being precise with that.
Okay.
And having a professional scale like this is really helpful. It's also a great kitchen scale, so you can use it for baking, you can use it for any kind of home project like that where you would use a kitchen scale. This one is just sort of sleek. It almost looks like it could come from the Apple store. It's like really sleek and beautiful.
Very cool.
Okay, so you're really excited about this.
Wow.
This is like it's a home espresso machine, but it's like the Italian sports car of home espresso machines. This is made by a company called La Marzocco, and they're based in the hills above Florence, Italy.
Of course.
All of this equipment comes from this handmade production out there up above Florence. They've got a long, proud history of manufacturing, and they make this home machine, which is called the La Marzocco Linea Micra. They also have this grinder that goes with it. It's a little more expensive than some of the other stuff we talked about.
Yeah.
They're around $4,000 or so, but it is, really like high end.
Yeah, totally. If you are into coffee, this is the thing.
Big time.
I get it.
Or you want to really impress at a dinner party, or this is going to be your passion to make coffee with every morning. This is, it's the deluxe of the deluxe.
Love it.
Really cool.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
And this is their grinder, which is called the Pico, which goes with this, and it helps you grind coffee really precisely for making espresso at home.
I was just about to say, they better have a lot of, counter space. But I'm guessing if you're going to spend $4,000 on a coffee maker, you're going to have, counter space.
Something I think that's cool about this too is that if you love going to good cafes and coffee shops, you might already be familiar with this La Marzocco brand because it's what's used at a lot of the best cafes in America. It's a lot of the best cafes all over the world use La Marzocco espresso machines, and I think it's really cool to kind of have that in a shrunk down home version of it at home. There's something kind of cool about that.
I get what you're saying. So sorry, you were talking about the grinder.
Oh yeah, the grinder is perfect, and this is a new product. It goes with this little miniature espresso machine that we have here, and it's important to think about the grinding when you're making coffee at home, especially for espresso, because you want to be able to grind really precisely and really finely. And this is a machine that's especially made to grind coffee for home espresso, and works perfectly with this machine.
I love it. I think there's one more thing you wanted to point out.
One more thing I wanted to talk about. This time of year, a lot of people are going to dinner parties or gatherings with friends and family, and you want to bring a gift.
Right.
Maybe you would bring a bottle of wine, but this time of year, people are thinking a little bit more about friends and family who maybe don't
do alcohol.
Don't do alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol-free.
And we actually think bringing some alternative milk to a holiday gift is like a really fun thing to think about.
Yeah.
And so we have some really delicious oat milk here. And this is from a company called Pacific Foods. They're based right here in Oregon.
Yeah.
The milk is made in Tualatin, and they have their headquarters in Southeast Portland. This is delicious oat milk, which tastes great. You can use it for all these different kinds of things, for coffee, for baking. We also thought it was cool to bring along this, which is some really good soy milk. And this is made by Oda Tofu. Oda Tofu is the oldest continually operated soy manufacturer in America. It's a family-owned business that's on Stark Street in Southeast Portland. They make delicious soft tofu, fried tofu, and then this awesome soy milk, which tastes great. You can drink it, you could bake with it, but it's really good steamed up on one of these espresso machines to make a latte or a cappuccino.
Perfect. The book again is titled But First Coffee, right?
That's right.
Thank you both so much. We're going to put all the information on all these items that you guys just told me about on our website at katu.com. Thank you both so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest.